Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahābhāratam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today we start the 10th Adhyaya, the Vibhuti Yoga. Before that, we will just do some recap of the 9th chapter that we finished in our previous reading from the 9th chapter, the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. One very wonderful treatise Sri Krishna has given in that particular Adhyaya, the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. And it started, in fact, the 9th Adhyaya, it started with Sri Krishna straightway telling Arjuna that I am going to tell you which is a great secret. Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakṣhyāmi anasuyave. Appreciating Arjuna's quality of no complaints, no carping, no unnecessarily, crossing the teacher. But that doesn't mean that Arjuna never, hesitated from clearing his doubts. Whenever he had doubts, he always asked Sri Krishna about it, and Sri Krishna, with a very lovingly, he cleared all those doubts of Arjuna. So appreciating this Anasuya way, the non-complaining, non-fault finding nature of Arjuna. Now Sri Krishna says, you have reached certain level of listening to my teachings. You have reached certain level of taking something from me. So now I am going to tell you Guhyatamam. I am going to tell you a great secret. And then in the second shloka of the Rajavidya Rajaguhya, he clearly told, Rajavidya Rajaguhyam pavitram idamuttamam pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam susukham kartumam yaya. That this great sovereign science, the kingly secret, what I am going to tell you is the highest of the sciences, is the highest of the secrets that I am going to share with you. And what Sri Krishna did in that Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, the 9th Adhyaya, he, without keeping anything to himself, without hiding any of the facts, Sri Krishna clearly told Arjuna what is Sri Krishna's true nature, what is his real identity. He says everything you see here in the creation is, in fact, it is me, nothing but me. I am there in all beings also in me. So it is not just a one-way traffic. Provided somebody gets this vision, gets this understanding, then that devotee, that aspirant can have the realization of oneness of the Lord in all beings. And it is not only being, Sri Krishna said, whatever is there, whatever work you do, I am there in everything. Whether you are doing a sacrifice, I am there in the sacrifice. I am there in the fire. I am there in the things that you are sacrificing, you are offering. All those offerings are also filled by me. So there is nothing in this creation bereft of me. I am there. Each and every particle of this creation is filled with me. And then Sri Krishna also went on telling Arjuna that whatever you are doing, do it as an offering to me. Whatever you are doing, good, bad. Of course, once you start doing it as an offering to me, bad will never happen. You will never do bad. So, whatever you do it as an offering to me. That yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. He told, whatever you are doing, whatever you are offering, giving in charity, or whatever austerities you are doing, the japa, tapa, sadhana that you are doing, do everything, tat kurushva, but mad arpanam. You make it as an offering to me, and then everything will come to me. So just don't think about the bondage of the karma, whether good will accrue to you or bad will come to you, what will be the fruit of action. Just leave all those thoughts and only with the focus on me, start doing it. And once you start doing it in this fashion, in this manner, that you will automatically come to me. Māmupaishyasi. Once you get rid of yourself from the bondage of the karma, become free from desiring the good and bad fruits. Free from that. No karma is your karma, all karma is mine. So, no more karma bandhana. And then when that happens, once you start working in that fashion, that you automatically, you come to me, you get me, Mam Upeshyasi. And then in the towards the end, Sri Krishna once again he raised our level of confidence in attaining to the Lord, in reaching the ultimate goal of this spiritual journey. And Sri Krishna says all types of beings, whether they are durachari, whether they are naradham, they will also reach me. Eventually they also have to reach me, provided they stop the attitude, they stop doing all those wrong deeds, all those evil deeds. If they do it, if they stop doing all those evil things, wretched things, ill things, automatically their mind will turn to me. And with that repentive heart, and with that kind of a understanding that whatever happened, it is history. I am not going to do it now. It is a promise that I am giving to you, O Lord. If that is the devotion developed, that springs in their heart, if that is the type of devotion that comes up in their heart and mind and action, then those durachari also, they have the chance, they have the right of attaining me. So even the gone case individuals, they can reach me. And then in the 32nd shloka, Sri Krishna told us in that Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga that even those underprivileged beings, whether they are women folk who have not got the opportunity to study the scriptures, who are so busy in the household work, they hardly find time to devote to the Lord separately. But what happens? These women folk, whatever they are doing, they also start doing it as service to the Lord. The Vaishyas, who are so busy in their business activities, in their money earning, in organizing the things for this entire society, they don't find time to worship, to pray. What happens of them? They also start performing whatever they are doing as service to the Lord, as the Lord's work. And the Vaishyas also, they reach the level of sainthood, they'll reach the level of being one with the Lord. also the Shudras, all these underprivileged categories of people, they ultimately, they can reach me, Sri Krishna says, and that is the biggest confidence he is giving to us, that everyone has got the right to be one with the Lord. What to talk about those holy Brahmins and those devout Kshatriyas, those devout Rajarshis, then automatically they will come to me. The holy, unholy, underprivileged, those who have not got any opportunities, all have that chance, all have that scope of coming to me. So that is the greatest of the secret that Sri Krishna told, and also the science of how to reach the Lord. And in the final shloka of the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, and Sri Krishna tells us that manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvavam atmanam mat parayanaha. That devote yourself to me, dedicate yourself to me, you offer your I, you offer your me and mine as sacrifice to me, and get bound to me. That's it. The moment you do that, and that is such a simple way that Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, Sri Krishna is telling us that fill thy mind with me, devote yourself to me. Whatever you are doing, offer it as a sacrifice to me, offer yourself as sacrifice to me. And bow down to me, have reverence for me. Don't take me lightly. After all, I am the Satchidananda Brahman. Don't take me lightly. And once you do all these things, you will, having made your heart steadfast in me, you will reach me. That is for sure. That is the sure short path to succeed. That is what Sri Krishna has told us. So, with me as the supreme goal, thou shalt come to me. That was the last teaching of Sri Krishna in the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. So, with that summing up of the 9th chapter, let us start today the 10th chapter, the Vibhuti Yoga. And it starts with Sri Krishna's teaching. Shrī Bhagavān uvācha, the blessed Lord said, Shrī Bhagavān uvācha, bhūya eva mahā-bāho, śhṛiṇu me paramaṁ vachaḥ, yatte prīyamāṇāya, vakṣhyāmi hita-kāmyayā. Now, Sri Krishna is telling us about the yoga of divine manifestation, the Vibhuti. Vibhuti is divine manifestation of the Lord. Now that is what Sri Krishna is going to teach us in this particular adhyaya. Bhūya eva mahā-bāho. Bhūya eva, again. Eva, verily. Mahā-bāho, O mighty armed, O Arjuna. Again I am going to tell you something. śhṛiṇu me paramaṁ vachaḥ. Hear me what I am going to tell you. śhṛiṇu is here. Hear me paramaṁ vachaḥ. Hear me telling you this supreme word. Of course, the Rajaguhya he has told, Rajavidya he has told, and earlier in the 7th chapter he also has told us the Jnana Vijnana. Now Sri Krishna is continuing his teaching. He is going to tell something supreme word on the manifestation of his divinity. Bhūya eva mahā-bāho, śhṛiṇu me paramam vacha, yatte prīyamāṇāya. Yatte which to thee, aham prīyamāṇāya, vakṣhyāmi hita-kāmyayā. I am going to tell you. I am going to speak to you about it, about this supreme word, which is going to be absolute absorbing delight to you. Hita-kāmyayā, which is going to be great delight to you listening to what I am going to tell now onwards. So this is how Sri Krishna starts this Vibhuti Yoga, because now he is going to tell about the divine manifestation. So once again, O mighty armed, listen to my supreme word. I am going to tell you this supreme word. Out of a desire to do you good. Now Lord also desires. Lord tells us you don't desire, but Lord is desiring himself. Lord is desiring to do good to Arjuna. Because Arjuna is a perfect disciple. He is Anusuya way. That's what he had told us in the starting of Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. Uncomplaining, not fault finder, not carping, no grumbling, cribbing, just taking in the nectar of the knowledge that Sri Krishna is giving me, clearing any doubts if he has, and once again absorbing all the offering of the teachings of Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna is telling, I am going to tell you something more. And out of a desire to do you good, I wish to speak of it to your absorbing delight. And what I am going to tell you, which is going to be beneficial for you, which is going to show you the further path. It is going to do you good. Oh mahā-bāho. And mahā-bāho, mighty armed, he has the potential to do good. Therefore, Sri Krishna says, whatever is, I am going to tell you that for your own good, and which is going to give you great delight. Because Sri Krishna knows that this wonderful disciple is a great learner. So he is going to get great delight in what he is going to hear now. The Lord is pleased with Arjuna's keen interest in hearing of his divine glories. Yes, now Sri Krishna is going to tell the divine glories, the Vibhuti. He is going to tell Arjuna about all those divine manifestations. And Sri Krishna is happy with Arjuna's keen interest to know further details from the horse's mouth, the Lord himself. Where shall a disciple, where shall a good student get such an opportunity to get the things straight from the Lord? The master's zeal to teach vexes in unison with the receptive faculty of the student. The master is also keen, the teacher is also very keen to teach, and the student is also very keen to learn. So it is a perfect, like a jigsaw puzzle. It is a perfect match of the teacher and the student. Of course, that was Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Let us also hope to get into the shoes of Arjuna. Let us also hope to become such a brilliant student for such a wonderful teacher. The psychological fact is made evident here. The Vedantic verdict, wonderful is the teacher and equally clever the pupil, is more than proved by Sri Krishna and Arjuna. This is a perfect combination for that matter, made for each other, the teacher and the student. The teacher and the taught, the teacher and the pupil, they are absolutely made for each other. And what the Lord imparts is the life-saving ambrosia to Arjuna. And whatever Lord is giving, whatever Sri Krishna is teaching, it is like nectar to the heart of Arjuna. The topic dealt with in chapter 7 and 9 is resumed and supplemented somewhat elaborately in this chapter. Whatever Sri Krishna taught us in the Jnana Vijnana Yoga, the 7th Adhyaya, and the 9th Adhyaya of Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, Sri Krishna is further going to elaborate on his divinity. Repeated and comprehensive inquiry into the glory of the Lord clarifies the understanding and promotes devotion. A good teacher will tell the same thing 100 times. And a good student will never get bored listening to that same thing 100 times, because the student has to carry the teaching with him. The student has to leave the teaching. He has to show the world that what he has learned. So teacher will tell a thing, same thing he will tell 100 times, 1000 times, and the pupil, the student, most delightedly, he will keep on receiving those things, same thing told 100 times, 1000 times from that wonderful teacher. For knowing and loving are interrelated. What else can man do than bend his head in reverence before the grandeur and sublimity of the Lord? A good pupil will automatically, he will bow down before the teacher. Like Sri Krishna told, Maam namaskuru. You bow down to me. Bow down to me means you have reverence, and automatically a good student, a good pupil will always have that kind of reverence for his mighty teacher, his wonderful teacher. Now, this is how the Vibhuti Yoga starts, with Krishna telling Arjuna that I am going to tell you something more on this. Be prepared to listen. Rejoice what I am going to tell you, because that is going to bring delight to you. And what I am going to tell you is for your own good. So let us see how this chapter progresses with the subsequent reading of this 10th Adhyaya, the Vibhuti Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.